with the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check. Lucky.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Here we go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10. Yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dickson. Back deep, J.J. Taylor. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And they can't bring him down. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Rolling to his right. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's 2nd and 8. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, it's Carson. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw here. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Second and 2. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they run. It's Mason. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Mason, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll buy some time right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved him from a turnover.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pushes him over. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Now it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on a sack.
Let's go now. Rocco 80. 69.
looking to throw. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score. You throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taylor now from the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 7 yards, the pickup there. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Second and 3. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
That's just the start, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Washington 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game. Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up. Room here to run. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Go. Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They go back to Carson here on second, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wilson wants to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. This is Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah.
And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe